Nanumpa na bilang bagong NBI Director si Attorney Virgilio Mendez kahapon at kaugnay sa kanyang pagkakatalaga. Makakapanem natin mismo si Director Mendez. Magandang umaga po, Director Mendez, at congratulations po.
Thank you at good morning po sa inyo.
Yes, sir. Sir, unang-una, ano po yung inyong magiging prioridad ngayong kayo na ang NBI Director?
Kailangan ba sabihin ko lahat?
Hindi naman po. Ano sa palagay nyo ang pinaka-importanting kailangan gawin?
Okay, I think there are three items that are very important and very very urgent to be attended. Administrative matter, one is the problem with our clearance. Number two is the full implementation of our rationalization plan as approved by the DPM. Number three is our modernization bill. We have been pushing for this for the past many years already. Na wala namang nangyayari pa. Now, yun na nga, yun ang mga priority. Now, insofar as investigation, talaga namang priority lahat ng kaso dito sa NBI. Hindi naman, wala namang second class. So, lahat gagawin natin.
So, yung itong modernization bill na sinasabi nyo, modernization ng NBI, no? So, in what way na ang gusto nyo pag-modernize?
Kasi yung batas namin is as old as me, mas matanda pa nga sa akin to eh. Kailangan we have to modernize that in order to meet also the demands. Unang-una, to improve also kasi outdated na yung batas namin. Kaya we need a new one so that we have some basis also to move for a better bureau.
Yeah. So, kasi yung isa sa mga modern tools na ginagamit ngayon ng mga investigador, lalo na sa mga mas developed na bansa, yung mga digital tools, no? Yung computer-based investigation. Sa palagay ninyo, ito kailangan na patibayin o palakasin sa NBI?
Dapat ma-maximize din natin yan because that is already the trend of the times. Marami ng mga krimen na nangyari through cyber.
So anong klaseng krimen po sana ang mareresolba kung mas modern nga yung tools at mga methods ng NBI?
Unang-una, dapat advance na tayo, high-tech na tayo. Dahil unang-una, yung mga equipment namin, detail pa, kulang kami ng pondo, kulang kami ng tao. We cannot just expand our offices, the number of agents that we have because we need to have a lot of bases. Maraming mga bagay. I think this can be addressed if ever we will have our new bill reorganizing the bureau because partly the most important thing there is the usage of our income. The income is earning about 500 million a year but not a single centavo goes to us. Hindi na kami makagamit because kahit ba anong pakiusap namin sa Congress, sa Senate, binibigyan kami but we do not have the basis. There is no basis for the DBM to grant our request. So, it always goes back na talagang denied mo.
Sir, pakiulit po, ano yung kumikita ng 500 million per year na hindi napupunta sa inyo?
Out of the clearance.
Ay, yung NBI clearances. Ganun pala kalaki yung kinikita ng NBI sa clearances, no?
It goes straight to the National Treasury.
So, hindi nyo nagagamit yung pondong kinikita dahil dyan sa mga mahabang pila na mga aplikante sa NBI clearance?
Not a single centavo goes to us.
Okay. At ang gusto nyo ay mapunta sa NBI o yung isang malaking bahagi ay magamit ninyo?
Yeah, that is part of it. Kasi para naman hindi kami mahirapan. We cannot even buy our own vehicle. Mahirapan nga kami ng mga baril namin. So, we have a lot of problems that we have to address. Now, if we have this new bill, we will be allowed to use a part of our income. It will help us.
Okay, matapos po ang 13 taon, kayo lang uli ang insider na italaga bilang NBI Director. Sa tingin nyo, paano ito makakatulong sa inyo? Ang pagiging insider po.
Ay, siyempre naman, when you belong to the organization, you know already the problems in the organization, you know the people already in the organization, so there is no need for any orientation whatsoever. You can just proceed and move further and continue with the efforts that are being started by the previous management. Ganon din.
Sir, ang daming nababalitang krimen na hindi po nasusolusyonan, no? Sa tingin nyo, ano ang susi upang lumakas ang crime solving ng NBI?
Well, I know this is not the only task of the NBI. Hindi lang naman NBI, the PNP is also involved about this. But insofar as the NBI, we will give our best effort on this. Right now with all the yung mga pagkukulang namin, but I'm sure naman with more dedication, with more with more concern for the solution of this problem, we might be able to come up with some solutions to some cases that are pending.
Kaugnay naman sa rice smuggling sa bansa, Director, ano ba ang inyong opinion dito tungkol kay Davidson Bangayan na nagsasabing hindi raw siya ang rice smuggler na si David Tan?
Well, I will not be giving any opinion. This is not an opinion that I'll be saying. But I think the Secretary has already been very clear that about the fact that we have already gathered sufficient evidence to establish that Davidson Bangayan and David Tan is one and the same person. Now, our investigation will proceed and go on, but the more focus now is not on that issue anymore, but we will go further and determine if this person is really involved in the reported rice smuggling. Kasi marami admission na rin sila na they are into rice trading. Now there is that report, in fact there was an investigation by the Senate that about rice smuggling. Titingnan natin kung we can gather evidence to link him to all this reported rice smuggling.
At isa pong tinututukan ngayon ng NBI ay itong Mexican drug cartel na nasa bansa na. Kumusta na po ang investigasyon nyo kaugnay rito at ano pong may ebidensya ba na dugtong-dugtong itong mga iba't ibang shabu at cocaine lab na nire-raid ng mga otoridad?
The case has already been referred to the Department of Justice Prosecutor Service, and I think the case is now resolved. Hindi ko lang alam kung na-file na ba yung information, but based on the evidence that were gathered, talagang matibay naman po ang ebidensya. Talaga namang mga prohibited drugs ito. But what is very surprising and very so disturbing is this group belongs to an international group based in Canada. Napili nila itong hindi lang drop off ang Pilipinas, but they made the Philippines is already equal. A site for their business. Dito na sila nag-business, dito na sila nag-market. So this is not a good development so far as our country is concerned.
So sir, nasa balita rin ang isang human trafficking at pedophile ring, no? At gumagamit pa raw ng mga bata sa isang cybersex ring, no? Ano ho ang latest dyan sa issue na yan? Paano nyo ho tutugunan?
We have a division here in the bureau that handle this kind of cases. I'm waiting for the official report kung anong progress, kung meron na silang nagawa. Then we'll just inform the public later if meron na tayong resolve.
So sir, nabanggit nyo na yung isa nyong prioridad, yung administrative matter ng NBI clearance. Siguro, tinutukoy nyo rin yung napakahabang pila in the last several days, no? Para kumuha ng NBI clearance sa mga opisina ng NBI. Ano ba yung pwedeng gawin dyan para at least umiksi yung oras at kumonti yung, o lumiit lang yung inconvenience ng mga aplikante?
Actually, yung may nag-comment na actually the processing of the clearance will not even last 14 minutes. Only lang yung sa queuing dito, sa pila ng tao, yung mahaba. Kasi ito, hindi naman natin masabi na mabagal yung proseso kasi in fact, as reported by the chief of the clearance, through the efforts of Attorney De Lemos and Attorney Arugay, yesterday nakapag-process na tayo ng almost 7,600 clearances. So, mabilis to eh. Hindi katulad ng mga nakaraan last year na mabagal. Nagkataon lang talaga na maraming nag-a-apply ng clearance.
So, sinasabi nyo...
Yeah, part kasi pag mga first quarter talaga marami nangangailangan ng clearance. We anticipated this, but it's very unfortunate na nagkataon din yung yung contract namin with the present provider last year, nag-expire yung contract until December. So, yun yung problema.
Yeah, kumbaga, mabilis ang proseso, mabilis ang sistema, mahaba lang ang mga pila.
Yun nga, dahil kulang din tayo ng Kaya we're now focusing on increasing the numbers of hardwares, yung mga computer sets na mga gamit ng satellite offices kasi ito rin talaga nagka-problema. Dati, katulad ng isang mga malls, merong mga 5 computer sets ang nag-operate, mga 5. Ngayon, because nag-expire na yung contract, merong mga nabili kami, may na-install, mga 2 na lang. So, kulang ako. Kaya this is the problem na medyo it also aggravated the napadami yung mga queuing. But if you will see now, it's already improving kasi dito mga 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, halos kukunti na lang yung tao dito sa loob. Just, para yung mga tao na makikita nyo doon sa labas, nag-aantay lang doon sa mga kasamahan nila na sa loob na nag-aantay na i-release yung mga clearances nila. So I'm sure very soon we will come out with mag-i-improve din itong situation na ito.
Yeah. At Director, gusto ko lang balikan sandali yung rice smuggling issue. Kayo ba ay naniniwala na iisang tao lang itong sila Davidson Bangayan at David Tan? Iisang tao lang ba yan?
I think we have been repeatedly mentioning already. We are stating it. In fact, including the Secretary has been telling in her first briefing na talagang itong isa lang po itong tao. And as I said earlier, we have sufficient evidence proof to establish that point.
Okay, maraming salamat po. At good luck sa inyong bagong misyon, NBI Director Attorney Virgilio Mendez.
Maraming salamat din po. Good morning.